Story 4. My brother, 27 male, does some really creepy stuff, and I, 21 female, am done with him. Trigger warning: abuse, attempted murder, abusive behavior, suicidal ideation, mental health issues, stalking, obsessive behavior, assault, choking, etc. Hey Reddit, I'm desperate. My brother is really creepy. Like, really fucking creepy. To the point where I look at him and I have serial killer thoughts. What? Then I realize what I'm thinking and I feel guilty. Yesterday, for example, he picked me up at the uni and was supposed to take me to the mall. Because I needed to buy some things, I realized the route was different and I asked him where he was going. He didn't say anything. I kept asking where we were going because I knew we were far away from the uni and he was driving faster and faster. I finally told him to stop, but he wouldn't. Then he casually went back to the mall. I got out of the car and said he didn't need to drive me back. He just went away. Sometimes on holidays, I'll be alone and he'll stand behind me and scare me. I told him multiple times to stop and he didn't. He's been doing it since we were kids. Sometimes I would wake up and see him standing in front of me while I slept. Last Thanksgiving, I was sleeping and woke up to him sitting at the edge of my bed speaking French. Sometimes he'll show up at my college and ask to talk to me. I'll get off class and he'll just say it was nothing and go away. Sometimes I see his car parked at my boyfriend's house. I don't understand it. I'm done with him. What can I do?
Okay, sorry, I'm sorry for giggling, but when OP said that he was standing at the edge of their bed speaking French, my first thought went to Dexter from Dexter's Lab when he's trying to learn French. Oh, what is that line? It's about fromage.
Oh, Dexter. Oh, say it again, Dexter. Omelette de fromage.
Because he tries to learn it, but it gets stuck repeating that one line over and over again, so that's all he knows how to say in French.
That's so funny.
Omelette du fromage.
Yeah, that's all he was saying at the end of the bed. He's just like rocking back and forth. But
I'm sorry, it's probably not that, but that's where my head went, and that's why I giggled.
Does OP mean that she thinks that he's a serial killer, or she wants to?
I think she thinks he's a serial killer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, she wants to kill him, and she thinks that he's weird.
What a twist that would be.
That's crazy.
That's some like Joe Goldberg level of mental gymnastics.
Yeah. I mean, I think the stuff that he's doing is weird. I don't think it's like serial killer weird.
No, I just think it's like a weird older brother.
Yeah, I just think he's a really fucking weird guy. Like, I get it. He's like, it's coming off as creepy, but I don't know. We have some top comments and then we have an update. So, top comment is, OP, you need to start answering questions so we can help you. Questions like, where are your parents and what do they think of his behavior? Has he been evaluated? Do you ever feel threatened? Sexualized? Does he do anything with anyone else? Help us out here. Give us something. OP says, hi, I'm sorry for not answering early. I ended up sleeping. Anyway, yes, when I was a little girl, I used to tell my parents about my brother going over to my bedroom and scaring me. My parents would talk to him and say it's absolutely not okay to do that, but he wouldn't listen to them. My parents also took him to a therapist when he was a kid to see if there was something going on, but nothing. He kept doing it as we grew up, except that he became creepier. Like the things I mentioned in the post, there was one occasion where I was on a trip in another country and he showed up at the same place I was. Instead of being excited by his presence, I was just so tired about it, so I asked him, what are you doing here? And he said, I'm just enjoying France. Well, that's why he was learning French. You're the only one who can appreciate this beauty. I couldn't do anything, so I ended up accepting it. He does have a girlfriend, and no, he doesn't act that way with her. He doesn't act that way with anyone. He has a good job. I don't live with my parents, nor does he. And then in reply, the other person says, wait a second, this dude shows up randomly while you're in France out of nowhere and just bumps into you. That's some next level shit right there, OP. Did you tell your parents about this issue in particular? OP said, I did. My parents were disappointed that he was still doing that and told me they were going to talk to him. It happened in March, not so long ago. So that's kind of fucking weird. It's a little weird. I will say him
Is
not...
it serial killery?
No. It's not serial... Sorry.
Yeah.
It's not. It's weird. But I don't know. It seems like...
I wonder if this is a person you have to be, like, around to, like, pick up that vibe. Because, like, just hearing it typed out, and, like, you gotta give me everything all in the same post instead of bits and pieces. Because, like, individually, it doesn't seem that bad, but altogether, it probably is.
Yeah.
So I just want to just take the time and write the whole damn post.
Yeah. Yeah, just, like, think about it. If you're gonna ask for advice, you should, like, take some time to think.
Yeah.
But you should... Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Okay.
You're laying in bed, and you wake up, and your brother's sitting at the edge of your bed, speaking French.
Omelette du fromage.
Yeah, just in the dark, she's sitting there. And then you go back to sleep. The next day, you wake up, and your brother's standing there, like, over your bed. Okay? And then you're hanging out, you're watching TV. You feel a breath on your neck. You turn around, and it's just your brother. But then he takes you to the mall.
Yeah. I'm like, see, I need more information because my siblings and I do hide and scare each other a lot.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, I feel like that's a normal, like, sibling thing to do. Is
Especially when you're like, stop it. And they're like, no.
Yeah.
Fuck you, sibling. So I need more.
I wonder if something happened to where the brother felt, like, protective and felt like they had to go to France to make sure that they were okay. Because did anything else happen in France, or were they just there?
See, and, like, my theory, too, is, like, you know what? France does sound nice. So what if he just went to France?
Yeah,
he was like, I'm not going to crash
fuck.
your trip. You're doing your own thing. It's like, what are you at a restaurant, like, outside of the Eiffel Tower? Like,
Yeah.
it's not completely unreasonable that you run into people in a city.
Especially if you're, like, in... Because I'm guessing these people are in the UK or somewhere in Europe because they said uni. And that's a very European
that's like
thing.
That's a cheap flight, honestly.
Yeah.
If you want to just take a
train
weekend
ride.
in France.
British people travel everywhere all the time.
Yeah, like, this is not like us Americans spending thousands of dollars or hoping to find a cheap flight and going over there. This is like maybe $100.
Couple hours of your day.
Yeah, hop on a train, see some sights. So yeah, I'm not saying that he's not creepy. I just need more.
Yeah.
Give me more.
Well, we do have an update.
Good. Tell me how he's creepy, because I believe you that he's creepy. But these examples are not showing it.
Okay, so I talked to my parents and told them I was tired of my brother's behavior and they should do something. Otherwise, I wouldn't be going home anymore. They said I was being too extreme and he would stop eventually. But that shit has been going on since we were kids and I knew he wasn't going to stop. So I gave them the ultimatum. They would talk to my brother and my brother would stop, or the three of them could have a nice life.
Slay.
My parents talked to him, after all. My brother refused to get evaluated at first. He was really upset. He went over to my dorm and tried to choke me.
There it is. Okay.
There it is. He screamed at me, then he tried to choke me, then he realized what he was doing and started crying and apologizing. Someone called the cops because my brother tried to kill himself afterwards. Anyway, everything is okay now. I mean, not everything. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia. He didn't get a full written report because it's been a week and it takes time, but this was the feedback and diagnosis. I'm going to be okay. I just wanted to say thank you for the advice and stuff, and I appreciate it a lot. Oh, and that's it. That's the story.
It.
So
yeah,
there it is. I mean, that's what we needed the whole time.
Yeah.
So
and like, give me more of, because like individually, like all these things, it's like, okay, like your older brother's weird, but like, what is? Not saying that he's not weird and creepy and possibly like anything else, but
we didn't have a lot to go off of.
I need the more context so I can be fully on your side.
Yeah.
And hear everything that you have to say.
Yeah. And the choking really did that.
Yeah.
It really did.
Sure as it did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the trying to, I mean, okay, so devil's advocate.
Yeah.
So he's really upset. And obviously never choke anyone.
Right.
But he's really upset. He's like, I've been your brother. I have been trying my best for years.
Yeah.
And he's dealing with this mental illness that he doesn't really know that he's dealing with because he's been undiagnosed for all this time.
Yeah.
And schizophrenia there are varying degrees of it, but it can be really, really like confusing and disorienting. And I mean, it explains sitting on the bed and speaking French. It explains like him coming in and standing and being there. He could also be sleepwalking because like there's a lot of like sleep issues with schizophrenia. But there are so many things that obviously tied to that can be explained away. And he could have done a lot if he was diagnosed sooner and they could have gotten a handle on it sooner.
Yeah.
So a lot of his creepy tendencies can be due to his mental illness. So I don't know if it's fair to say that it was creepy in the beginning because he was dealing with an undiagnosed illness.
Yeah.
Him getting so emotional is another like understandable thing because he's like, I have all this going on. I don't want to lose my sister. My parents are saying if I don't go get help for this thing that I'm dealing with, which I don't even know what it is,
Right.
that I'm going to lose my family and I can't do that. So he gets really overwhelmed. He goes over. Again, like schizophrenia is a fucking hell of a mental illness. So losing his cool is like, again, you know, it happens.
Yeah.
The choking obviously is never okay.
Right.
And then of course he feels bad for it because he's like, what the fuck did I just do?
What is happening to me?
Exactly. He's like, I'm cracking. I'm cracking. I'm having a psychotic break.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I can understand where the like wanting to be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Comes in.
Yeah.
So,
well, yeah, because like if you're going through mental illness, you don't know that's what's happening to you, and then you're finally diagnosed, and then things escalate with your sister, and you choke her. You're like, oh my god, my head would go to, I am the person that she's always said I was.
yeah.
I am nuts. I am crazy. I am deserve
creepy.
to be here.
Yeah.
Because look what I just did.
Yeah.
So,
exactly. Yeah.
I could see how your head gets there.
Yeah. It's a sad thing.
Yeah.
It makes me sad.
Yeah.
Like, again, it's never okay to choke anyone, and it's
Right.
never okay to put your hands on anyone, but it is really sad that he had to deal with that for so long and didn't get the help that he needed early enough to, and that could also be another factor of him going to Paris because maybe his sister is like his safe person.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe when he was driving her to the mall and then turned around, like maybe there was something going on in his head and he was like, we can't go to the mall right now. Something's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I
don't
don't
know.
think, I mean, obviously I don't know. But having that mental illness diagnosis helps me to think that some of the things that he was doing, it wasn't intentional.
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't trying to do these things to you. Like, I could see, like, popping up and scaring you, being like, ah.
Yeah.
But
the rest of it, yeah. I mean, there's not really a way to know retroactively
right.
how it was affecting him, but it's sad to know that was something that he was dealing with and his behavior was just being labeled as creepy and weird and serial killer-ish.
Right.
When, I mean, yeah, that's sad. It's a sad story. I mean, obviously I can empathize with OP too because you wouldn't want to be in that situation where you don't feel safe.
Right, absolutely.
And OP obviously like had really strong feelings against this and had every right to because it did end up in violence.
Right.
But it's sad that it even had to get there.
I'm just like, I do wish OP's parents took her more seriously and got him evaluated sooner.
Yeah. Do better.
Because, like, depending on the person, schizophrenia manifests at different times, but usually by the time you're, like, in your late 20s.
Yeah.
So if you make it through your late 20s, in theory, you make it past a threshold where you could develop schizophrenia.
Yeah.
So earlier intervention could have been very helpful.
Yeah.
So, sucks to be both siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that mood spoiler was accurate. Because I'm sad now.
Yeah, same.
I called my brother. Hey, buddy.
If you enjoyed that little story, be sure to watch the full episode here.
And make sure you like, subscribe, and all that jazzy.
Jazzy? I see what you did there. Wait, what was that?